Hey, what's going on, guys? We got a little comic book news worth talking about, which is the leaked set photos of Spider-Man Homecoming revealing our first look at Shocker. Now, it was rumored he would be making an appearance, but it wasn't 100% confirmed. Now I'm very excited for this. For those of you who don't know, I'm a diehard Spider-Man fan. I think most of you know this by now. But I love his character, his story, everything, including his rogues gallery. I honestly do think Spider-Man has the #1 rogues gallery for any comic book character ever. Yes, even higher than Batman, who would be a close second. Even though none of Spider-Man villains are as iconic as Joker, I think all of the Spider-Man villains are more consistent in quality, while other Batman villains are more known since they've had movies prior to Spider-Man, such as Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler. The Batman villains are iconic, but you can't match, in my opinion, a huge list of consistently great Spider-Man villains the character has, such as Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Vulture, Mysterio, Electro, Rhino, Sandman, Scorpion, Venom, Carnage, Hobgoblin, Kraven. I mean, come on! And I've wanted to see Shocker up on screen since the first Sam Raimi film back in 2002. I fell in love with this character in Spider-Man, the 90s animated series, which was the definition of my childhood. And I have so much nostalgia with him in the video game based off of the first movie, which I know it wasn't a great game, but I have such great memories playing it as a kid. And to me, Shocker looks legit in these set photos. He looks incredible. Costume-wise, I think this is the most faithful to the source material than any other Spider-Man villain on screen thus far. I have a rule. If you look at a character and you can't identify who it is without someone telling you, then you have failed. Make changes, sure, but you should be able to identify who the character is without being told. If I was completely media free and haven't seen anything or heard anything from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and someone showed me Electro, I would have no idea who that would be. Do you see the resemblance? No? Okay. Didn't think so. Same with all the Green Goblins, which pains me to say since Green Goblin is my favorite Spider-Man villain. Even though I liked him in the first Raimi film, because his performance was so good, he did look like a Power Ranger villain, which is what everyone says, I know. But if I saw that for the first time, I wouldn't come to the conclusion that it's Green Goblin. If anything, I might think, hey, you know what? This Green Power Ranger villain kind of reminds me of the Green Goblin since it kind of looks like a goblin, plus he's green. But at no point would I think, hey, that's the Green Goblin. And then we have Dane DeHaan with herpes face. Oh my god! But on a serious note, changes don't really bother me. If you want to take away Superman's red underwear, fine, go for it. But if you also want to take away his cape and make his suit purple, well, then I have a problem with it. But this suit is beautiful. As I mentioned before, this is one of the best Spider-Man villain suits translated to live action. Not that all of them are bad. I've already mentioned that I didn't really like Electro or the Green Goblins. But some of the other ones were decent. Rhino was okay. It could have been better, but it was okay. Dr. Octopus was good, even though it wasn't fully comic accurate. He wasn't wearing the classic green and orange suit that he normally wears. But still, he had the 8 arms. It was a good performance, so I was okay with that. But this suit just tops it. It looks so great. Man, I just love it so much because even though it's comic book accurate, it's not coming off as cheesy. It still seems grounded, realistic, and gritty. Much like Batroc the Leaper in The Winter Soldier and Crossbones in Civil War. And that's what I hope the character is going to be in the movie, because let's be honest, even though I love Shocker, he's not a villain to hold his own in an entire movie. He is a dumb character, and I don't mean he's dumb as in I don't like the character, I mean he's actually dumb. He makes dumb decisions. He's pretty much a punching bag for Spider-Man. He's a great choice to open a movie with a bank heist and have Spider-Man swing in and save the day and then move on with an actual plot and villain. Much like how Batroc the Leaper was used in The Winter Soldier. Where Batroc is kind of like a goofy character, he kicks a lot, he wears purple and yellow, and they took that character, they made it dark, gritty, realistic, and then they had him open the movie. So that's what I'm hoping they do with Shocker, and if they do that, then I'm going to be really happy. Overall, these are just set photos, so I'm expecting them to look even better in the movie, but so far, I'm loving the way they look. But I want to know, what did you think about them? Let me know your take in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.